So I really hesitate to keep talking about this, and I don't want to make this my identity because it's not. And I don't consider myself a victim. I can consider myself a witness and a whistleblower on this. And if you want to start a war, so be it. 3 million plus people cannot be crazy all at one time. Because it's not just happening here in the States, it's also happening worldwide. Because there's other people overseas, like over in Europe, that have witnessed the exact same behavior in the exact same playbook. That's no longer a coincidence, that's a program that is being used on the public and utilized on the public. And it is being paid for by the public. So if they step out of line, the people who are in control of them can terrorize them when they don't have that right. Because somehow they're a threat to the system. If you have to literally follow people around and terrorize them, you're the bad guy. You're not the good guy. I've talked to people and they tell me the exact same story. They will create the situation. They will get the people on board. They'll get your neighbors on board. They'll try and discredit your story. They'll try and call you crazy. Just yesterday, I had a one headlight wonder come off of a side road. The night before that, I had somebody follow me that was sitting in like a little parking area. And I know for a fact, in my opinion, that agencies are involved, because up until that point, I had never seen a cop. Now I see them all the time, doing U's in front of me. That's called intimidation, which is actually illegal if you don't have a reason. And I think it was like the week before that, there was a mob of cars all coming towards me, one right after the other. And then right in the middle, there was a car with its brights on. I think last week or the week before that, there was a car driving towards me. He flipped on his turn signal and his headlight went out. What does that tell you? That the car is actually rigged to do that. Meaning they've done this before. That's what that tells me. So if you can create the situation, if you can hire the people, if you can get people on board, if you can get the locals on board, and you can create the witnesses, you're creating the aesthetic that the person is already guilty. You're creating the illusion that the person was guilty. When in reality, it was the one behind the scenes trying to evoke or invoke a reaction. It's called abuse by proxy. As in, the directors are directing everybody else around them, whether either it's straight to their face or it's through triangulation. And they're either aware or unaware. So that way it doesn't come back on them. And then if it does get towards them, they can just basically throw you in front of it. You can even Google it. As a matter of fact, I already did. I can talk to some of these people in a couple different communities. And they all say the exact same thing, and it's all the exact same behavior. And every single one of us have seen it, up close and personal. I think that's all for today, because I spend too much time dealing with this shit now, because apparently there are a bunch of lunatics doing shit like this to people. And if you look at the news every single day, they create those situations, or they create those headlines to invoke those reactions and then divide you. What does that tell you? When they don't want you to be friends with other people, what does that tell you? They want to keep you divided because if they can keep you divided, they can control you. And if you also look at the news, almost every single thing seems to keep going back to people in power and their little minions. That speaks volumes. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. I hope you have a good one.